Hi, class. So, when I was reading your reflections for Module 5, I had a lot of comments about it would be good to know like some examples of how different disciplines use AI. And so I wanted to share a few of those here. And then I did also have some questions about it would be great to have an example from a previous project that was submitted that was a good example. Well, I don't have one of those to share at this point because I would have to ask permission for those students, right? And I would have to go back into the course and locate an assignment for that was a good example. And assignments in old courses are only available still for a short time. So I am limited in my ability to do that, but that is why I've created that template and share that with your in your group discussion areas because that absolutely covers all of the elements you would need to have um, a solid proposal. But let's talk about how different disciplines use AI, right? How it's been successfully implemented in a variety of organizations. So I am a public administrator, so that is something that I wanted to share examples from for sure. Because in the field of public administration, which is includes a variety of disciplines, there's a lot of different ways that you can use AI, and one of those ways is through like intelligent traffic and transit systems. Los Angeles has done this a lot, so a lot of cities are increasingly using AI to manage their transportation systems. As I mentioned, specifically Los Angeles. So it is they have an AI driven intelligent traffic signal system, and it analyzes real time and historical traffic flow data to kind of adjust signal timing automatically, and that can reduce congestion. It can lower commuter delays. So these are the types of smart systems that can really respond in a dynamic way to changing conditions, and it can actually result in measurable improvements in things like travel time and just the road network efficiency. And so these AI assisted cameras on public transit vehicles can also scan for parking and moving violations. That's another example. And it can flag potential issues and issue a ticket to violators. So those are a couple of ways that AI has been used in public administration, and so that's just one way that it's been used in the field of public administration. Now, in cybersecurity, um, AI has been used to kind of accelerate detections of threats, and it can improve even a response to an incident, right? So a lot of security platforms use machine learning and anomaly detection to automatically flag any kind of unusual activity that could indicate ransomware or other insider threats. And these systems can really filter out false positives and prioritize the most critical alerts uh, so that a security analyst could respond quickly. And it can also support predictive analytics that can anticipate emerging threats based on patterns. And so that's one way, or that's a couple of ways that AI has been used in cybersecurity. And then in criminal justice also uses AI for predictive analytics and video analysis. And so um, this has been adopted in the criminal justice field to support things like public safety, where these predictive analytics systems analyze really large data sets of past incidents, environmental factors, and patterns to identify some potential hotspots for crime. And that can help departments allocate patrol resources a little more strategically. And then AI can also enhance video and image analysis, and that can enable like an automated review of body worn camera footage or surveillance to identify behaviors of interest more efficiently than a manual review. And then in the health sciences, we see it in supporting diagnosis and even things like workflow optimization. So, in a clinical setting, AI can support faster and more accurate interpretation of diagnostic images like x rays, CT scans, MRIs by highlighting the patterns that may be difficult for the human eye to detect. And then AI algorithms can assist clinicians with patient triage, and it can analyze complex data sets a lot quicker than a human could. So this can lead to like earlier intervention and better care outcomes. And it can also just help with optimizing workflows, right? So it can help predict patient admissions, bed needs, and just result in smoother hospital operations. And then in business, we see it a lot in supply chain and then customer experience areas. So a lot of large retailers, they use AI across supply chain and customer interfaces. They use AI models to analyze purchasing trends and inventory levels to forecast demand and to, optimize stock placement across their distribution centers. And they can also use AI to personalize customer experiences, suggesting products and improving customer satisfaction. So I just wanted to share these examples of how AI has been implemented in a variety of disciplines and how it can be effective. So remember to stay really engaged with your group work this week. And if you have any questions or concerns, be sure to reach out to me via the Canvas inbox. Thanks. Bye.